Spotting a gap in the market, Sue Tumilty saw the potential for a service offering outsourced support and advice for smaller businesses, which didn't have either the resources or the desire for an in-house HR team. Sue brought her years of experience as an HR expert to her venture HR department, having latterly worked with some frustration on an interim basis for blue-chip organisations.
You never saw any project through and you never made that real relationship. Some of the customers I worked for kept ringing me up, and suddenly I thought, this is it. With an HR department, we could provide them with that specialist HR support, but we'd have a long-term relationship and we could really help them with all their people problems. And it'd be much more rewarding, and that's how it started. I love HR. I love it passionately because it is endless variety. Yes, one day you can be supporting somebody in a really difficult situation. They may have a terminal illness and you're supporting them leaving the business. It might be actually bringing in new talent. It might be restructuring it so the business can grow. HR employment law is fascinating. It changes every week. There is no way a small business can actually stay up to date with it. Most business people, if they're going to build their business, what they're best at is growing their business. And my belief, and one we follow within the HR department, is outsource all the specialist areas, because you can't be a specialist in everything.
We've been clients of the HR department for now 6 or 7 years. There are huge risks in being an employer. Having an external HR consultant does help us. It gives a little bit of independence if the staff, particularly if it was a disciplinary, and we don't have many of those, but where there is, it gives them the confidence that we're treating them fairly. We pay a monthly fee, that's reviewed every year, and the great thing is that the HR department are local, so if we have a specific issue that we can't resolve over the telephone, we can have a meeting, usually the same day. They really know our business now. They know the issues that face us and are able to respond accordingly. They're a very friendly team, knowledgeable and just practical advice.
What began as a cottage business, quite literally, from Sue's rural home near Bristol in 2003 has expanded across HR departments' own 2 offices and a network that covers over 60 territories throughout the UK and Ireland. Working in the business with her husband Mike and daughter Gemma, Sue describes it as a franchise model with a difference.
It just grew and grew. And we got inquiries from further afield, so we had to find a way that we could still provide that very local and personal service, but further afield. And so the idea of franchising it first came into play. We decided to ignore everything that everybody else did with franchises, because we wanted to build a really cooperative network.
Finding the right people is very important and something that we put a lot of time and effort into. They might go into it wanting to run something whilst their children are growing up and intend to grow it later. Or you might get somebody wanting to come in and run a really big business. It is up to them. We don't put targets in place, we don't take a percentage of their profit. And the best thing is that network of collaborative HR professionals who support each other, share stories, share resources. Our brand and our reputation as giving quality, practical and pragmatic advice is absolutely sacrosanct. And every year we will do a customer satisfaction survey to see whether we are hitting those high standards that we have.
As an individual consultant, I was working on my own. I had to do all my own marketing, collateral, materials, websites, all of that stuff. Working with the team here gives me access to everything that I need to be able to run the business. I just get on and give advice to my clients. Clients come to us because something appears to be intractable, and often by talking it through, applying the law, or even just a bit of common sense, we can put them back on the right track, and if the employer and the employee go away satisfied, then that's been a good day for me.
HR department's vision long term is to grow its network of licensees and the customers it serves, not only to all parts of the UK, but internationally too.
It's hugely rewarding to see a company grow or to solve a really difficult people problem, but it's all about people. And everybody is very trite and said people are our greatest asset, but they don't maximise those people, and that's what HR can do for them.